hold you pee. Did you just hear what I heard? Because I'm sitting here with my coffee, scrolling through the latest Hollywood tea, and I nearly choked. Meghan Markle just got the ultimate cold shoulder from some very familiar faces, and honestly, I'm not even surprised anymore. But you might be shocked by who just publicly snubbed the Duchess of Sussex. So here's what went down, and trust me, this is juicy. According to a blind item that's been making waves, Meghan Markle wasn't just forgotten for Serena and Venus Williams' brand new podcast, she was straight up not invited. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. Not invited. Now, if you're thinking, wait, weren't Serena and Meghan supposed to be tight? You're absolutely right to be confused. Remember all those photos of them courtside? The baby shower appearances? Meghan literally called Serena Auntie Serena to her kids. But apparently, when it comes to business, even Auntie has her limits. The Williams sisters just announced their exciting new audiovisual experience dropping this summer on X, formerly Twitter, for those still adjusting. They're promising real talk, giggles, and golden nuggets from rule breakers and visionaries. Sounds amazing, right? The kind of show where you'd expect to see a certain former royal discussing her journey from Hollywood to royalty to, well, wherever she is now. But here's the kicker. When they released their sunny, PR-perfect statement about sharing personal stories and authentic conversations, guess whose name was nowhere to be found? Not in the announcement. Not in the fine print. Not even in the thank you credits. Asterisk asterisk. Why this matters. Asterisk asterisk. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? Maybe they just haven't announced all their guests yet. But here's why this is actually a big deal. First, this isn't just any podcast. This is a major media play from two of the most successful athletes in history. The guest list? It's going to be curated. We're talking A-list celebrities, business moguls, cultural icons, people who can actually bring value to the conversation. Second, Serena and Venus don't do anything by accident. These women have built empires. They know exactly what they're doing, and more importantly, they know exactly who they want representing their brand. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, shall we? Because the Serena-Meghan friendship used to be everywhere. Courtside appearances at Wimbledon. That infamous baby shower in New York, you know, the $200,000 one. Serena defending Meghan in interviews. Business connections through their husbands. But somewhere along the way, things started to shift. Remember when Meghan showed up at that charity event and somehow made it all about herself? Or when she started name-dropping Serena in interviews without actually, you know, contributing anything meaningful to the conversation? Here's where it gets really interesting. While everyone was focused on the Serena-Meghan friendship, Venus was apparently taking notes. And those notes? They weren't exactly glowing reviews. Sources say Venus was ice-cold when the Sussexes showed up at various events. No fake smiles, no forced pleasantries, just that legendary Venus Williams I see exactly what you're doing energy. And honestly, I'm here for it. Venus has always been the queen of quiet confidence. She doesn't need to create drama, she just lets her actions speak for themselves. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, money. Because yes, there are business connections here. Serena's husband reportedly brought the Sussexes in as investors for some ventures. But here's the thing about business. When the drama starts affecting the bottom line, even friendship has its limits. Think about it from Venus and Serena's perspective. They're launching a podcast that's supposed to showcase rule breakers and visionaries. Do they really want to risk their carefully crafted brand on someone whose idea of authentic conversation is reading from a victim script? This isn't just about a podcast invitation, folks. This is about Hollywood's shifting attitude toward the Sussexes. When even your supposed close friends start distancing themselves publicly, that's not an accident, that's a message. The entertainment industry is small, and reputations matter. When you consistently make everything about yourself, when you can't have a conversation without bringing up your grievances, when you turn every opportunity into a platform for your personal agenda, well, eventually people stop calling. What we're seeing here is a pattern. It's not just the Williams sisters. It's a growing list of people who used to be in Meghan's orbit but have quietly stepped back. Some might call it coincidence. I call it consequences. The thing is, Meghan built her post-royal brand on being the misunderstood outsider. But when you're constantly the common denominator in these situations, maybe it's time to look in the mirror instead of pointing fingers at everyone else.